Alright, here's what we're gonna do. This is a kind of a preview video of the building system and stuff using the buy item setup. Alright, first off, the way I did it in my game is I used a recipe which builds a planter that you drop on the ground that you would have to craft. You'd have to craft the planter and then drop it on the ground, pick it up for it to work, which why I don't know it wouldn't work out of your inventory directly. It just doesn't. You have to drop it and then pick it up. You see that in a lot of my videos. However, speeding past all the crafting aspect and stuff and going just straight into the item being on the ground that you need. So we're going to make this right here the item in which we're going to be building. Okay. So we want this not to be static. We want physics on. Is mobile? Yes. Either collision mesh, polygonal, or polygonal work for the size, I guess. Alright. And then the start of the level, we do not want it showing. Okay, so it's going to be hidden, right? The buy item is going to be an activator, okay? So here, we're going to build the buy item. We're going to sit there and say, let's see, we're going to say this is our buy item. We're going to just use this, right? So this is going to be our buy item. And what this is going to do is this is going to trigger that. So the way we got to set this up, first of all, this cannot be, this got to be physics on. We're going to just show it at the start of the level. Normally I have these hidden in sequences depending on, I'll have more than one. And one will trigger the other and so on and so forth. But we're not doing that in this case. Right now we're going to leave this, show it start of level. Physics on is mobile, yes. It's not collectible, it's just going to be a trigger. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this trigger this here, right? Fire on a little thing, there it is right there. Maybe. Where'd it go? There it is. And we want this to activate the other object, right? Okay, so that's going to be an activate object. This is hidden. This here is hidden. Right? So once this is triggered, it'll activate that object. Okay? So then we need something to purchase this with. So we're going to sit there, something to use as currency. We'll say this is our treasure. This will be our currency. Physics on. Show it started level. Box is mobile, no. Or yes, I mean rather. It's collectible. Collectible settings. Create collect item. We're going to use the identity that we have here. Let's turn off the collectible so we can control copy. And we'll turn that back on. Alright. So yeah, it's got to be collectible. Alright, that way it's identified. Okay. And then the behaviors, this is going to work like your money. Alright. Alright. Then we're going to make sure this is accurate because we want to have to pick this up. Use your global effect, my money. Boom. Okay. And we're going to set there because I think your standard gold you start off with like 60. So we're going to just make this add 100 money. Okay. So my money quantity 100. Okay. So when we collect this and stuff there in our inventory, this will pull that up. Now, with this here, we want to go back, activate this as a buy object. Alright. And let's see, buy cost, we'll make it 160. That way we have to pick that up to make this work. My money. Alright. Now when it's all said and done, when we standard test this should all work, right? This should be hidden, this should be visible, this should be visible. Alright, so this is in test item. Okay. I'll collect that. It shows up in our good 190. Well, that's alright. Close enough. Alright, now we walk up here, purchase. There it is. There's our build item. Okay, now here's the dilemma. All this works accordingly in test level. That's not the problem. The problem is when you build a standalone executable. Alright? We're going to build a standalone executable. We're going to do the same thing, and then we're going to do a load save thing. Alright? We'll build this up real quick. And this is being used all out of Aztec stock stuff you guys carry. So, none of my custom stuff. Even though I can tell you right now the problem's not with my custom items. The problem is with your save and load. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and run this application. Start. Load your level. Alright, go in. Same thing. Collect. That works, right? Now, we'll go ahead and save game. Empty slot. Okay. Now we're going to go in and we're going to load game. Empty slot. What happened? Where'd it go? That should have loaded and saved that building that I just built. That building should be there. It should not be vanished. There's nothing on the screen here at all. Which means your saving and loading states are not saving states accordingly. You need to go in and figure out what's going on with your save load issue. It does it on multiple games I have that I'm working on. It affects everything. Because if somebody can't save a game in the state that they need it to be saved in, when they go back in to play it, especially in my Survival Quest Dungeons of the Beast, which is going to take weeks just to build your house, and this happens, people are going to get real pissed when they buy the game. So, yep, that is the dilemma.